One of the dumbest things I constantly see from the UFC fighters is the fact that they don't train with the people they just lost to, even though they'll benefit so much from it. We see that kind of changing nowadays. Even in the past, we've seen it changing. But nowadays, I hear Buckley is going to go train with Kamaru Usman to fight Sean Brady. That's amazing. Kamaru Usman embarrassed Joaquin Buckley in the wrestling. He's going to need a guy who embarrassed him, who showed him levels to train him for a guy who has the potential to show him the same thing, right? We saw the same thing with Strickland versus with Pereira. Pereira knocked him out round one. Knocked him out cold. Strickland prides himself in his defense. His eyes, his ability to go 5 rounds and barely get hit. Pereira found that in less than 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it was. Strickland then went and worked out and trained with Alex Pereira. And he learned a lot from it. He said, oh, my footwork was really bad and predictable. I was falling for traps I didn't even know I was falling for. That helped a lot of his training. And now he became champ. He lost that champion. Now he's fighting for the title again, right? I think there is something that the UFC fighters need to learn. And that is going from enemy to lovers. And I don't know, you can take the lover word. I put that funny. You can say trainers, partners, fight, right? But the epitome of this video is which fighter would learn a lot and should go train with the guy who just beat them. Right? I would love to be like, you should train with this guy because these guys would like the synergy between them. But I want to just talk about the guys who you just lost to. You just got embarrassed by, right? But before that, make sure to like and subscribe because I upload daily. I'm a small MMA YouTuber. I want to make 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if I do, I'll shave my head or like I'll go and spar Sean Strickland if I want to, right? Either way. Let's begin, right? The first person that should change with the person who just beat them, right? Jiri Prochazka needs to go train with Alex Pereira, like right now, bro. You just had a baby? Cool. Kiss that baby. Bye. I'm going to train in like, like Colberry, Colorado? No. I don't know where does fucking Alex Pereira train at? He trains in like America somewhere, right? I forgot the place. Oh my God. He needs, I have it in my head. Oh my God, whatever. Jiri Prochazka needs to leave wherever that samurai little junction wood he is in and go train with Alex Pereira. The guy who just knocked you out with a left hook. If you want to beat him again, you need to train with the left hook expert in Alex Pereira. You can't let your ego get in the way. You can't let your pride get in the way. Oh, I still want to beat Alex Pereira up. Too bad. Avenge the guy who just beat you. Alex Pereira is not going to go back down to light heavyweight. You could chase him at heavyweight, but that's kind of like a weird thing where you have this guy in front of you who just knocked you out, who is going to be gone for a year or so. Train with Alex Pereira for that year. Get ready for them left hooks. Get ready for the power of it, the size of Olberg, because Olberg looked big in that cage. Olberg looked sizably heavier, denser, muscular, right? Jiri Prochazka needs to be one. A little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, a little bit more meatier. He comes in weighing the same, like 208, 209, fighting at 205. He needs to put a little bit more weight, be able to take a better hit. Yeah, he'll be a little bit slower, but he's punching a little harder now, right? 2, he needs to get used to that left hook. Training with Alex Pereira. If you're sparring with him daily, you're going to constantly be reminded of that left hook. Sean Strickland is constantly having to deal with that PTSD of that left hook, right? That's going to help him a lot. Just thinking about it, just preparing for it. Just keep that left guard, right? The right guard up, right? 3, right? They're never going to fight again. I could not see a world where Jiri and Alex Pereira fight again, right? Alex Pereira is moving up. Jiri Prochazka is going to have to avenge that loss. If he wants to, he could get it, right? Whatever. And another one, I had another idea, but I forgot what it was. It doesn't matter. Let's go to the next one, and that is Lopez versus Volk. Volkanovski was able to show so much levels to Lopez in their 10-round fight. 10 rounds with Lopez, with Volk. Lopez landed like 2 moments where he knocked him down. That's it. 2 moments in 10 rounds. 50 minutes, you were able to like really capitalize in like maybe 30 seconds of that fight. That is levels. That is experience. That is layers to a game. Volkanovski pinpointed Lopez's inability to cut in the cage. His footwork is so bad. Volkanovski said, okay, cool, I'm going to turn right. Lopez in the first fight could not solve that issue of Alexander Volkanovski turning right. So the whole training camp for their second fight, he said, okay, I'm going to solve that one issue. I'm gonna find a way to stop him cutting left. Volkanovski then went right. Or it was opposite. He went right the first fight, and then the second fight, he went left. Lopez, he just had no answer for that. He had completely no answer. And Volkanovski pinpointed it to one issue with Lopez's camp. And we see it's a camp issue, not a Lopez issue, because Alexa Grasso has the same issue. Myra Silva? I forgot who else trains over there. Lubi Godinez? I forgot who. But everybody from that camp shows the same issue. And Volkanovski pinpointed it perfectly. He's saying they don't emulate the fights in a cage. They're all in open field mats. Sparring, they're all like shadow boxing or they're hitting mitts in an open field. That means you don't get a sense of range away from the cage. You don't have to worry about your environment. You don't have to worry about trapping someone against that cage or being trapped against that cage. Volkanovski said that, and it really showed because Lopez was never able to find or trap Volkanovski like Ilia Topuria did. Ilia Topuria kept on feinting, kept on like jabbing and trapping and moving Volkanovski to the corner of a cage. And then that's where he blitzed him in. That's where he knocked him out. That's where he did him dirty. Lopez has that power to knock out Volk. No doubt in my mind he does. He just can't have him there. He can't trap him. Constantly Volkanovski's going left to right. You want him in the middle, he couldn't have him there. He just never had that ability. Also, Volkanovski was able to get that range, get that distance before even the lengthy guy did. Volkanovski could teach Lopez so much. He already taught Rufi so much. Lopez needs that footwork, needs that simulation of in the cage, knowing the distance between your back and the cage, knowing how to trap somebody in that corner of the cage, knowing how to set it all up, knowing how to cut somebody left, cut somebody right, knowing how to manipulate the fight, go and lead it in your dance. Lopez just never learned. Training with Alexander Volkanovski, who is one of the GOATs, absolute GOAT of this sport, top 10 and definitely top 5 if you're Lucas Tracy. There's so much in his brain that is just there for if you let your ego down. If you let your ego go and go train with Alexander Volkanovski like Rufi did, you could learn so much. And I just think that is it. Next one, Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. Max Holloway is in the weirdest place in his career he's been in a long time. Even though he was landlocked away when Alexander Volkanovski was champ, having lost to both the champ and not even the number one contender in Charles Oliveira at 155 is so bad for Max Holloway. Not even that, but just being exposed that you're really not that great of a wrestler and you could be easily muscled down into positions that you don't want to be in is such an embarrassing thing to see. And it's such a worrying problem for Max Holloway because Max Holloway, who's the people he's going to fight next? Gamrot, Armin Sarukian, even Benoit Saint Denis. I would be worried for Max Holloway for all of them. Even Benoit Saint Denis isn't the best hand-to-hand combatant here. If he's able to take down Max Holloway has no answers for him in the floor, Benoit Saint Denis is just going to drop disgusting, rude-ass, cut-defining, like, bloody up Max Holloway. I could see that happen. What's telling you it won't happen? So Max Holloway, who hasn't really lost with much people, he could go train with Alexander Volkanovski. That would be fine too. But I think Charles Oliveira and Charles Oliveira is not a wrestler. He is a good wrestler. He's became a better wrestler, but he's always been a Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu guy. For him to incorporate the wrestling in such a dominant way, such a fast, early also, especially I think as he's been really practicing ever since Armin, I want to say, mainly after Armin, maybe after Islam, but his wrestling I'm talking about. Max Holloway has just so much to learn. He constantly felt the threat of getting submitted, getting your neck taken, neck snatched, your arms manipulated, your legs locked. Having this big dominant guy in your bag just constantly making you fear for your life. Those are something that Armin could simulate. Gamrot could simulate that. You need to go and train with Charles Oliveira if you want to simulate that, if you want to get better at that, if you want to know how to avoid that, where do I wrap my leg when I'm getting picked up, or you want to wrap it behind their heel, kind of hook it up and put and force it so they can't pick you up, or you wanna like lock there, you want to grab the wrist, and then sometimes this is the perfect time to fight the legs, the leg lock, and make sure your neck doesn't get it. You want to learn those little tricks of the trade with Oliveira. He is a mastermind at that. Max Holloway needs to learn those things. He works and learns with those guys he's always been with, which is good. It's great, but you just kind of got shown levels that you need to go to a master to solve it, right? And we're gonna see a lot of that in this list because the next person is Paddy Pimblett ex Justin Gaethje. Paddy Pimblett has so much going for him. He's still young, relatively, right? He's a massive frame for 155. He is famous. He has actual backing behind him from the UFC and from fans, but he is a dog shit wrestler. He has laughable at hands, and he just misses so much basics and that kind of expertise, that veteran mentality when going to a fight. He started going crazy after he rocked Chandler, and that led to a finish, yes. But if that wasn't low IQ, dumb little Chandler, it could have been dangerous for Paddy Pimblett to go chase around, run behind him, throwing knees. What if it was someone like Ilya who could throw a big left hook and clock him in his like hands down, chin up high Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett, his biggest fault is he's trains in Britain, which is great, which is cool, support your little local gym that you're at. But eventually you need to leave that. And when I say he should go train with Justin Gaethje, I don't mean like one-on-one spars, one-on-one fights. I mean he needs to go to Trevor Whitman. He needs to spar with Justin Gaethje. He needs to spar with Corey Sandhagen. And he needs to understand the wrestling from Kamaru Usman. And in that case, he learns all those little basics, all those little tools add up to make Paddy Pimblett an actual good fighter, an actual scary prospect, an actual fucking menace in the cage. Because again, he has the X factor of jiu-jitsu. How are you going to take someone down? He tripped. Bobby Green took him down. Tony Ferguson, I think, took him down, or he fell, or whatever it was. But Paddy Pimblett is not getting takedowns. Learn it from Kamaru Usman, the best guy to learn it from. You want to learn how to strike a little better? Trevor Whitman is your boy. Want to get better distance management and throw actual good, like cool looking kicks? Corey Sandhagen's your boy. You want to learn how to maraud forward, throw crazy leg kicks, and just be fucking throwing uppercuts, waning hooks? Justin Gaethje's your boy. Paddy Pimblett is lacking all of that. The only thing he kind of can't get here is that jiu-jitsu and the other one, the one where you drop somebody down. Oh my god, Muay Thai and stuff like that. But Paddy Pimblett is already good at jiu-jitsu. What's the other one I'm thinking about? Taekwondo. He won't really learn Taekwondo. No, not Taekwondo. The one that Ronda Rousey's really good at. She earned a medalist for that. Judo. He's not gonna learn like really judo here, but like that's kind of just it. Next person. Song Yadong x Peter Yan. And at first I was gonna do Song Yadong x Corey Sandhagen. Learn how to be a better ranger, better striker. And then I was like, no, maybe Sean O'Malley, maybe learn how to like do a little better, straight punches, maybe learn how to be in the pocket. And then Yan, might as well just give him the best fighter there, right? But I think in truth, it's that Song Yadong it trains out of Team Alpha Male. Leave. Get out. Team Alpha Male used to be a really good team. Used to be a really good gym. And they still are. I just feel like they stagnated. And I feel like the biggest representation of that is Song Yadong, who has just been potential man for his entire life. Who hasn't learned any new tools, who hasn't really learned any new skills, who hasn't really ever found his X factor, because I don't think that type of place is alpha male. Song Yadong is a power puncher without knockout power. Let's put him not training with Yan exactly, but let's put him in his gym, right? That's Bang Tao Muay Thai. I'm saying that super racially, but he works at Thailand. He did Muay Thai, and I don't really need Song Yadong to really learn that Muay Thai aspect of the game. I just need him being in a gym where there's constantly a circling door, a rotation of these big names coming in. Hamza Shamaev constantly shows up there. Armin shows up there. I'm pretty sure I've seen Khalil Roundtree goes there. I'm pretty sure I've seen Alex Pereira there. Sean O'Malley probably's been there. Like, there's big names that go train there because that's like a big capital. If you want to learn Muay Thai, if you want to strike people and have people strike back at you, like good, real different type of people, different bodies, different like it's just a different gym, different environment. In humid ass Muay Thai, Thailand, you go there. You go train with Peter Yan. Peter Yan also, I'm sure he could teach you so much. Peter Yan by himself is such a deep bag of knowledge. Song Yadong can learn. I just think Song Yadong is just constantly in the same. He's comfortable, maybe. Like, that's how you want to put it. Team Alpha Male just has him in a really comfortable place where he's sharpening an edge of a knife that's already sharpened, but he's not using other tools. He's just avoiding the hammer. He's avoiding a shiv. He's avoiding a gun. He just constantly has this one knife and is just sharpening. That's how I feel about Song Yadong. Potential man, he's still young. He can still learn. But I would send him to wherever Peter Yan is training at. Get that deep boxing. Get some better kicks, get some better range management, get some better ability to explode in the pocket, And I think he'll be better. I just don't think training with Team Alpha Male is really that place to do it. Like his jiu-jitsu, I'm pretty sure is good. You don't really need it. Like, which sounds crazy, but like it's just hard to say. Next one, Benoit St. Denis and Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Dustin Poirier doesn't really train anymore, but he works at. You could still benefit so much from Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is a good boxer. Benoit St. Denis' biggest issue is that stand-up. We saw against Dan Hooker. His stand-up is atrocious. His wrestling down isn't the great, but once he has you down there, phenom, monster. The reason Benoit St. Denis got knocked out by Dustin Poirier is because he rushes in with his chin high and he throws big, right? Dustin Poirier, he's real good. Philly shell. You know, he's fluid with it. He's smart with it. He knocked out Conor. He was piecing up Holloway at moments. He was piecing up Charles Oliveira at moments. Justin Gaethje knocked him out. Got knocked out too. No, I think he just beat him. I don't think it was a knockout. Michael Chandler, he is good. He's fluid. You can learn a lot from that. You can learn a lot from his gym. And let's talk about his gym because the next person should also go there. JDM, ex-Makhachev. And I don't really mean JDM should train with Team Habib. I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't see it happening, right? Because JDM probably has he wants to probably wants a rematch or something like that, right? He probably wants to go for the belt. JDM send him to where Makhachev trains at, and that is American Top Team with Daniel Cormier, with Bo Nickel, with Gamrot, with Dustin Poirier. I'm talking about that gym is so damn power packed. Why not? JDM's biggest issue is that he got humiliated with the wrestling. He's a good scrambler. He's good he's defensively good with jiu-jitsu. He's a phenomenal striker. Really good footwork. But when his high guard's up and he gets taken down, and he gets held there like by Islam Makhachev, what did he show for it? He showed himself wincing. He showed himself sad between rounds. You can't have that. You need to know what to do when you're down there. You can't just explode and out scramble everybody. You just can't do that. But when you have someone like Bo Nickel, Gamrot, when you have someone like Islam Makhachev, Daniel Cormier training there who could show you the steps, show you the little tricks. Again, okay, here's what you want to do. Like. Who's the Australian jiu-jitsu guy? I forgot his name. Goddamn, I'm so bad with names. The gay one. He's able to show him ways to get out of submissions and get scrambled up. What if he's chest to chest? Islam was chest to chest with JDM. He could not find little gaps, little holes. You couldn't squid up. You couldn't shrimp up. You couldn't do whatever you wanted to, right? Daniel Cormier will teach you so much. You're on your back? Cool. Grab a wrist, lean him this way. Chael Sonnen will teach you this way. All right, you want to make sure you hook his foot here. You want to put your body weight that way and lean him over. You want to hip push him. You want to do this and that. There's things you could do that JDM just showed no knowledge to because he was never really training that. At least it didn't look like he was training that. You go to American Top Team to know that shit. You know that Bo Nickel knows it. You know that DC knows it. You know that Gamrot knows it. These are some of the best wrestlers in the UFC. Learn from them. Never be embarrassed like this before. Again, same thing goes with DDP x Hamza Chimaev. Holy. And again, it's not DDP x Hamza Chimaev. It's DDP going and train. Just wrestling, man. That was so embarrassing. To get your easily got. Oh my! You got your mount taken, your half mount taken, your side mount, and then you got full guard, and then you got fucking crucifix with very little resistance. Very little. When DDP can't bench press a guy off him, he doesn't know what to do. That's all muscle he knows. That's all explosion he knows. But what do you do when you can't rely on that? And yes, this comes again where DDP. Again, it's ego, it's pride, it's all these things because he wants to train out of South Africa. I respect that. South Africa prepared you to fight Hamza Chimaev. It wasn't short notice. It wasn't like you knew you're gonna get wrestled. You knew you need to work on your wrestling defense and your get-ups, right? And what did South Africa show for it? 25 minutes of getting crucifixed. If that's the best South Africa could do for you, you got to leave South Africa. You got to leave it. You got to go train on American Top Team. I would suggest that. But he never fought anybody from American Top Team. He never lost to anybody from American Top Team. He only lost to Hamza Chimaev. And where does Hamza Chimaev train? At Jackson. He trains, if not Jackson, he trains in, I think, Switzerland. And he trains with these fucking Olympic wrestlers and Olympic Sambo combat sports people. He trains wrestling so much with some of the best people. DDP needs to learn that. He could one-on-one Hamza Chimaev. I don't know if DDP's ego will allow that. I don't know if he wants that. I don't know if people want that. You need to do it. You need to learn wrestling get-ups from the best of the best, and Hamza Chimaev is one of them. It's just that simple. You just have to go in and be like, all right, you dominated me. I need to learn. Why am I not learning from the best? It's kind of just that simple. Same thing with Islam Makhachev and JDM and DDP, I guess. Next one, you just kind of saw Hill x Khalil. Jamal Hill needs to go training with Khalil. And I don't mean Hill needs to learn how to throw strikes, throw kicks. He does need to learn that. But I'm talking about going to Jackson in Las Vegas, where Khalil really trains out of, and just take advantage of TJ Dillashaw. Take advantage of Hamza Chimaev when he was training there. Take advantage of even Rampage Jackson. Take advantage of the free knowledge you have there. Khalil Roundtree has good Muay Thai. I wouldn't say he has decently well footwork, and he's fast. But if we're just talking about Khalil Roundtree, Hill needs to be in an environment where he is constantly under condition, doing conditioning. We saw Mighty Mouse train with TJ Dillashaw. We need to put Hill on that program. We need to see Hill with a six-pack, crazy, tapered shoulders and massive bicep, triceps. We need to see Hill with proper conditioning, no beer gut, no beer belly, none of that wobbling ass foot. We got to have TJ Dillashaw make him work out, give him fucking lessons on that footwork. Have him put him in the conditioning guy, have him on the bicycle, have him doing this. Hill is missing so much. Footwork, that body, striking, kicking, head movement. If you have a resource like TJ Dillashaw, why would you not take advantage of that? It just makes no sense to me. Who is one of the best smaller guys out there? DJ, but you're not going to train with DJ. TJ, you got him right there, buddy. Work with him. Let him give you a six-pack. Give him some of that juice, Get that back knee. Lose a little bit of that top. Do it. It's not that hard. I don't know I don't understand what these egos are for. What these, I can't work with them. Nah, he beat me once, bro. He don't beat me once, bro. I don't want to see that. No, just find the best guy you could work. If you're lacking in footwork, go train with TJ Dillashaw. If you don't have any conditioning, go ask TJ Dillashaw's conditioning coach to put you on something. If you're missing that boxing, if you have really bad boxing, go train with some good boxers. If you're missing that wrestling, go train some good wrestlers. If you're missing some of that good old basics, go train with Trevor Whitman. If you're missing some of the fucking levels, the greatest of all time, Left Hook Merchant, you want to train with him. These are people who I would team up. Those are team ups I want to see. Those are friends, enemies to lovers I want to see. Like and subscribe if you made it this far. Please let me know down below if you think I'm missing anybody, if you think anything I said is irrational or weird. Besides that, like and subscribe. Bye.